Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Christoph.
Hi, everybody. I'm Christoph Fricker. I'm an associate professor in German and translation at the University of Bristol. And with me is Lauren Gill, who has been a student and with us, has just submitted her dissertation. Congratulations on that big milestone. Lauren, tell us a bit about how you came to study with us. What's your background? What did you hope for? How did you arrive in translation and in our program?
Sure. So I first studied Italian and politics some kind of 20 years ago. And then from there I went into a career in PR and communications, starting agency side and then quite quickly moving in-house and working for some quite big companies that had global presence. So I was working in sort of EMEA and Asia Pacific and Latin America teams with colleagues from all over the world and really enjoying, working in that international space and having, those different perspectives. Um, and then I suppose life took over and I carried on with my career. And it wasn't until a few years ago I ended up at a translation event for industry. And it kind of I'd had a long harbored dream of wanting to someday study a master's degree, and hearing some of those speakers talk about translation really reinvigorated that and got me thinking that perhaps, an MA in translation was the way to go for me. And so, yeah, it went from there, really.
And you came to us. It's very cool. We're very pleased. Tell us about your experience on the program. Did you, I mean, as someone who has a career in a very lively industry, what did you gain from the program? How did it enrich what you're already doing, what you're
Yeah.
already very good at?
So much, to be honest, more than I think I could have even expected or hoped in the beginning. I One of the things I really enjoyed about the program was not just studying the theory, but also its application in the real world. I think particularly as I come from, working, that was really important to me that I could see how the theoretical side would actually translate into the work that I was doing. Um, and I think it's really given me new perspective around culture and context as well. I think I thought I knew a lot as a linguist, and
Mm,
having worked in an international environment, but understanding translation, in so much more depth, and from a translator's perspective, I think, yeah, definitely gave me a whole new perspective around it. And yeah, it felt like a huge privilege really to have the chance to return and study, all those years later.
we're very pleased you found it useful. Can you sort of anticipate what you're going to do next with it? I mean, you're not aiming to change career massively. You're it's a string to your bow. It's something that will further your work. Do you have a sense of what that will look like?
Definitely. I think I already feel it's helped me immeasurably in my work. I think it's added this whole new dimension to my skill set as a PR person, as a communicator. Obviously translation is very much an adjacent discipline. So it's definitely helped me already in the workplace, but I also think it's going to open up new opportunities and avenues for me in my career moving forward. Um, you know, it's um, it's allowed me to pursue interests that I have in arts and culture, in food and drink, TV and media, and it means that I can really specialize in those fields. With my PR and comms and translation skill set, I can now do more of the work that I enjoy, which is what we're all aiming for, I think, at the end of the day.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, no, I mean, be happy in your job is the crown jewels. Yes. Listen, thank you, Lauren, for this. This is something we're very keen to explore with our students, with our industry partners, with colleagues, how translation a is a skill set that is applicable across different sectors, across different industries, because everybody uses language, and
Yeah.
everybody who interacts with different stakeholders translates in a certain way, whether they work globally or internationally, or even between different socio-demographic groups. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm glad to hear that this is something you feel as well. Did you want to add something there?
Yeah, I think it's just you know, as a marketer, it's so important that, you know, people understand that it's more than just the words. You know, it's all about the message and the meaning behind the words. You know, marketing messages don't just transfer from one language to another. You've got to find what the intended meaning is, and it's a it's kind of bridging those gaps between people and cultures, but at the same time, it's opening people's eyes to the differences that are out there so they can kind of understand and appreciate more about the world around them. And translation is more important than it ever has been in that sense from my perspective. And I'm really excited about having added it to my toolkit, so to speak, and to move forward with it.
Sounds fascinating. And listening to you, I have a feeling we might have you back as a speaker to the next generation of students in no time.
That'd be a
Thank you so
pleasure.
much for this conversation. Thank you everybody for watching, and we'll put some information about the program in the meta text below this video. Feel free to get in touch. We're happy to hear from you, and have a good day.